Hi, I'm Marvelyn Brown with Making It Remotely, and today we're going to take a look at a product and we're going to pick out some keywords. We're going to do some keyword research. So I thought this would be a good exercise for you to go through because that's really important when it comes to making sure that people can find your items. So if you're listing on Etsy, Etsy has its own search engine. And so it's separate from Google and it looks for different things. So Google has one set of criteria, Etsy has another. And that's what you're going to find in a lot of these marketplaces is that they have their own search algorithm or their search methodology, and that requires different things. So when you're on Etsy, there's certain things that you need to optimize. And a lot of times we'll use optimization tools, and I'm going to show you one of the optimization tools that are available. But you want to make sure that your listings, each and every listing, is optimized. And as you go through your listings and you start creating more listings, you're going to get better and better at optimizing each listing for not only Google, but Etsy as well, because you want to be found in both areas. So let's take a look at this t-shirt. This is a holiday t-shirt. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my notepad. So if you're on a PC, you would use Notepad. If you're on a Mac, you would use Notes. And you can also pull up notes if you have an iPhone. If you're on a Android device, I believe you might have a notes application on there. But you can even take a piece of paper and a pen and just write down some notes. As you look at your listings, you want to come up with keywords. And really, you can do this before you even create your listing. So once you create your mock-ups and you have an idea of what your product is going to look like, you can create a list of keywords. I would recommend about 10, maybe 10 to 20 keywords. And what I would do is, create that list really quickly. You don't need to spend a whole lot of time. But what you want to do is, and we're going to bring the notepad over so that I can type this out for you. So you're going to look at the who, what, when, and where. And you're going to answer those questions about your product. So this is your product. This is your listing. And you want to just think about who is going to use this. So who would use this t-shirt? This could be a t-shirt for a man. It could be a t-shirt for a woman. So you just start kind of typing out, who would use it. This is probably, you could even use this for a child. I would say a child could wear this. And you might even, buy something, maybe you wouldn't buy a t-shirt you could probably put this on a onesie. So we're going to say an infant. So we have an idea of who would use it. Now we're going to look at what. So what would they do with this shirt? Well, people usually, when they buy holiday shirts, they buy shirts to go shopping. So they want to be in a festive mood when they go out and do their holiday shopping. So they might wear it shopping. They might wear it to a party. They may wear it to the office if they're working and, outside the home. They may wear it in their home office just to, have that holiday vibe going. What else would people do with their holiday t-shirt? They might bake. Like in this mock-up, we have, baking, like the cookie cutter and stuff like that. So maybe they're baking cookies or, just say baking. I don't know, listen to music. I mean, basically people do lots of different things in their shirt. So I think we've kind of captured a little bit there. Then we want to think about when. When would someone wear this shirt? They would wear it, again, to a party. They would wear it to a shopping event. Maybe they're going out to, we'll say lunch or dinner with friends. Maybe they're gonna wear it just, you know, around the house. So at home. They would wear it to the mall or to the shopping event. So we'll say shopping event. Um, yeah. Okay. And then the other thing that they do, I just thought about this. This is the obvious, but what do people do with holiday t-shirts? They give them as a gift. We'll just say gift. They use them for holiday gifts. Um, but they also buy them before the holidays. So we'll say purchase well ahead of the holidays. People start buying their Christmas stuff. And where. So we kind of, when we talked about when, we kind of answered the where question, but you might come back to this later. Maybe you can think of something else, but you have the who, what, when, and where. So who is going to buy this? Pretty much any family member could wear this shirt. And it would really be a good idea, if you're going to make a listing like this, you might as well make it so that it's available in all of these different sizes. And that would be considered a combination listing, where you have the item available in all the different sizes that are available. So the men's sizes, women's sizes, child, infant, etc. And then, so now that we have our who, what, when, and where, now we are going to come up with, you know, some of our keywords. So we're going to say, and we can just take some of these words and just start using different combinations. So we'll say gift for him, gift for her, gift for child. We could say holiday shirt for mom, holiday shirt for dad, holiday shirt for sister, holiday shirt for brother, holiday shirt for baking, holiday shirt for shopping, home office, holiday shirt. So you kind of get the gist. We could say holiday party shirt, holiday dinner shirt. Let's see. Yeah, holiday shopping shirt. Now, we can also look at the shirt. We can look at the imprint, and we can even get some ideas from the imprint. So imprint, and we're going to say Santa list, naughty list. This kind of gives me an ugly sweater vibe, so we can say ugly sweater. Red. Well, this is really a white shirt, so we won't say red or green or anything like that. Let's see. Can't really think of anything else. Santa list. Purchase well ahead of shopping, party, office, home, office, baking. We could even put this on an apron. This would be something that might look nice on an apron as well. You know, someone who is making cookies might want to wear this apron, or they might want to wear the apron while they're doing their holiday baking. Holiday baking shirt. And then we can describe it. Of course, in Etsy, you can, it gives you a place to put a description of the attribute. So I think we've kind of got a lot of ideas here. Gift for him might be a little general. So maybe we want to say Santa list gift for him, or some, I don't know, Santa list, or maybe we can say ugly sweater gift for him and ugly sweater gift for her. We can say ugly sweater gift for child. Naughty list gifts, Santa list gifts. Okay, so I think we don't really have that many that are, vague. You don't want to use vague or very broad keywords. You want to try to narrow them down as much as possible. So I think we kind of have the gist of this. When you think about, who, you might also add things like mom, dad, grandmom, granddad, sister, brother, co-worker. You might want to buy, a t-shirt for a co-worker as a gift. The other thing is, maybe when you think about where, we attend White Elephant party, we don't really want to, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about maybe some Christmas tree lighting type events. Christmas tree lighting, that might be a little bit much, but anyway, this, all of these words can give us ideas of things that we can use as our keywords. So when we put these different combinations together, they give us lots of good ideas. So grandmom, and then we'll say grand dad, or whatever you call your granddad. So then we've got pretty much the whole family. We can even say niece, nephew, things like that. So now we're going to go out to our keyword research tool, and we're going to look up some of these keywords. And so we'll just put ugly sweater gift for him. We'll use that. And let's put that in. Now, when you're using Sales Samurai, and that's the tool that I'm using, I'm in Sales Samurai, I'm under the search tab, and here is how that looks. So I'm going to put my keyword right here in the search box, and then I'm going to click on the search button. Now, it does take Sales Samurai a while to find your search results, to pull all of that up. But once it gets pulled up, I want to show you how all of it looks, and then explain some of these terms so that you understand. So our search has come back, and so let's go ahead and go through these. So this is considered a long tail keyword, and for whatever reason it says that this is not a good keyword. However, we're going to keep going. Etsy search volume. This is how you're going to be able to tell what is selling on Etsy. This means that, whatever this number comes up to, that means that many people are looking for that particular item. It doesn't look like people are really looking, like too many people are looking for this search term in Etsy. But we're going to keep going. So this is the click-through rate. So whatever this percentage is, that means that's the percentage of people who are clicking on when they pull this up in a search request. and then the search results come up, they actually click on the item that has this search term. So then here it says Etsy competition. Now, the thing that stands out to me with this is, even though it's not showing you any search volume, the competition is relatively low, 8,244. So in order for them to get that number, they have to have some kind of metric that tells them who's actually searching. They're just not showing it here in the search results. So I wouldn't look at this NA as a total, game changer or something that would make me not want to use a particular keyword. However, we're going to keep going. So these are the search results in Google. And there again, there aren't any results here. So it's really going to be kind of hard for me to tell, would this be a good search term or would it? This also says that Google competition is low. So this is the thing. You want and I'm having to move my screen around. I apologize for that. But this is the thing that you want. You want to have high search volume, which means a lot of people are looking for the item, for that particular keyword, or the items that that particular keyword describes. You want a lot of people to be looking for that. And then you also want the competition to be low. And so if you get that combination, if you have a keyword that you're looking for and you get that combination, that is the keyword that you definitely want to use. Now, when you are in Sales Samurai, when you scroll down, you're going to find some keyword suggestions. So here we have cat ugly sweater, chicken ugly sweater, boobless ugly sweater, camping ugly sweater, and the list goes on. So as you can see, you can kind of tell what people are searching for. So here, people are they're really out there looking for a size 4XL ugly sweater. And you can see the search volume is pretty high. The click-through rate is very low at 3%. And the Google search volume for this is 140. So people are looking for these items on Etsy, not so much on Google. And then here, couple's ugly sweater. You can tell that the search volume is low here, but the Google search volume is high. And the click-through rate is about 12 or 13%. So, you don't want to look at a keyword that has high competition and low search volume. I think that would probably make you waste your time. Let's go to page 1, because page 1 is where the most popular stuff, I believe, resides. So, ugly sweater gifts, search volume 15. That's not good at all. But when you have the broad term ugly sweater, and it has a search volume of 26,176, ugly sweater is very popular on Etsy. You can look at that and tell. Ugly sweaters, and believe it or not, plural can make a difference. So when you put the term ugly sweaters in plural, that only has a search volume of 996, which really isn't bad. But when you compare it to ugly sweater, the singular term, that's what most people are searching for. So you want to use ugly sweater versus ugly sweaters. And then over here, you can see that both of these, when you look at Google, look at this search volume on Google, 201,000 searches for the term ugly sweater. So you also have high competition. So what that means is, if you use the term ugly sweater and you don't put anything else with it, you're going to be fighting against a lot of people. So you might want to kind of narrow that down. But we have such drastic shifts. For example, sweater ugly, you only have a search volume of 24. Ugly hyphen sweater has a search volume of 168. Ugly sweater, well, gift box, we don't want that. Ugly sweater gift tags, that has high competition. So when you have something that has high competition, it kind of makes you wonder if these search volume numbers are even accurate. So you might want to just try some of these that you feel are a good fit. I think ugly sweater. Let me just put in, so what I'm going to do, instead of saying ugly sweater gift for him, I'm just going to put in ugly sweater for him. And I'm going to take out the word gift and see what happens. Now, I'm also, because it takes a while for the results to come back, I'm going to pause this video and I'll be back as soon as the search is done. Okay, so the search volume has been found, and again, it's giving you NA for the actual search volume, but it's showing that the competition is high on Google and that the Etsy competition is good. That green with the check mark means that that competition is good. So that means the competition is at a manageable level, and if you use this term, because there's not as much competition, you might be able to do okay with it. But it's not really screaming out to me that this is a term that I might want to use. So I'm going to move on. I might put a little star next to this and, maybe come back to it. Let's try Santa list gifts. Let's see what comes up with that. And even Santa list mug. I'm gonna pause this again and I'll be right back. Okay, so our search results are back, and this isn't really screaming out at me either. The competition level for this is kind of at a medium level. As you can see, it's gone up quite a bit, 13,000. The Google search competition is low. So you might want to try this, or you might want to try to narrow it down a little before you actually use it and see what happens. I'm going to go to our next item just so that we can get through some of these. I'm not going to be able to, for the sake of time, I won't be able to go through all of these, but I want you to just see how you can use this tool to find out what is selling on Etsy. And hopefully I can get one of these to show results under search volume. So I'm going to pause this again and I'll be right back. Oh, actually it came up, so I'm not going to pause it. So here again, we've got no information here under keyword search volume, but holiday shirt for mom. Etsy competition is high, so you can tell that this turned red, so that means the competition is definitely high at 50,100. Google search competition is low. So there again, this might be one of those keywords that you may do really well with on Google, but maybe not so much on Etsy. But remember that Google can also send you traffic. So this might be another keyword that I might want to put a star beside and come back to later. So you just kind of go through this process. I'm going to do one more, naughty list gifts, and we'll see how that does. But you just kind of go through your list and you see which keywords are going to give you the best result. And you try things out, if they don't work, then you try something different. So you may have a list of keywords that right now you're not really getting any kind of search volume. No one's looking at your listings. You will definitely need to, optimize using keywords. Now, I don't know if there's something going on with Sales Samurai today or if this is just normal, but the search volume information is just not populating. So we have a good number for competition, however, on Etsy. The competition on Google is high. And as you can see, the search volume on Google is only 40. So when people are out there looking for naughty list gifts, you're going to be competing with a lot of people on Google. Let me just put in one more thing. I keep saying I'm going to in this video, but I want to try to get something that has search volume that you can see. So instead of saying Naughty List gifts, we're going to say Naughty List mug, because that's, and actually it's not a mug. Let me just stop. I'm going to pause this for a second and put in shirt. And when okay, well, guess what? Naughty List mug. So it looks like they did give us some competition. It looks like the search volume on Etsy is only 21. The click-through rate is 15%. And the competition is extremely low. So this might be something that you might want, if you have a Naughty List mug, then you might want to use this keyword. And I'm going to make a note of that for my mugs, because I do have some Naughty List mugs. So let me just put that here. Okay, so now I'm going to fix this because I put in the wrong term. Instead of saying Naughty List mug, I'm going to say Naughty List shirt and see what comes up and go from there. So let me hit search, and now I'm going to pause this and I will be right back. Okay, so now we have our results for Naughty List shirt. And as you can see, the Etsy competition is low. The click-through volume is about 9%. The search volume is 35, which is really low. The Google search volume is 110. The competition on Google is very high. So, and if you were to buy an ad, you would pay about 54 cents. So we can also go down to our keyword suggestions, and we can look at the information here. This says on the Naughty List shirt, so that might be a little variation. That might give you a little more information, or a little more search volume rather. So on the Naughty List gives you more search volume than our Naughty List shirt. And it has a higher click-through rate. So that might be, instead of saying Naughty List shirt, that might be on the Naughty List shirt. Let's see, Naughty List shirts, that's plural. So that is, it's about the same as where we are now. The Naughty List has more search volume, but the click-through rate isn't that great. Naughty List, and if you just do Naughty List, that's going to give you 364 as search volume. And then the Google search volume is also going to be, now this is really, you know, it's a broad term, but this might be something that you want to put in your tags as well as in your description. Your title, your tags, and your description you might want to put this in there as a keyword, because it has both. This is what you want. This is, at least I can show you this. So I'm also going to favorite this because, let me just favorite this one moment. We'll put that under my favorites. So Naughty List it's got a decent, it's not the highest search volume in Etsy, but it's got a high search volume in Google, and it's got a higher search volume in Etsy. The click-through rate is very low at 5%, but if you can get low competition and you know, a little bit higher search volume, that is definitely something that I would try to use. Let's see what else we have. On the Naughty List is very popular. I won't say very popular, but it is something that people are searching. This just says on Naughty List, not on the Naughty List. So there again, you know, the competition is low on Google. The competition is, the search volume rather, I'm sorry, the search volume on Etsy is 12%. And the search volume on Google is like 10, which is really low. And if you bought, they don't have the data on if you bought an ad, you know, what that will cost you. But on Naughty List gives you a nice search volume on Etsy. And the competition on Google is low. I'm pretty sure that's the competition on Google. Let me just Yep, Google competition. So I might try on Naughty List after I finish this. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it. This video has been really long at 30 minutes. I do apologize for that, but I think this was a good exercise for you to go through. And just kind of what I would do is if you decide to use Sales Samurai, I would totally just play around with this tool, put in some of your keywords, and then see what you come up with as far as search volume. The things that you want to look at are you want to have high search volume or as high as possible, and you want to have lower competition. You want to see this green check mark in that circle, which indicates that you have a lower competition in Etsy. And then you want to have a higher search volume so that people are looking for this search term. These are the items. This right here is going to tell you whether this particular keyword is going to help you to sell more of your products. So I appreciate your time today. We'll do more of these kinds of videos, but this will get you started and kind of help you to understand how you would take your items that you have in your shop and you actually do that keyword research that will help your items be seen by more of your ideal customers. So thanks for watching today, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day.